because the violence that is done to us here is done to other people all over the world. So when we talk about racist police terror, there's a direct connection between that and the U.S. empire that tries to control the whole of the earth. So we're going to keep the movement moving this afternoon. Next, I want you all to help me welcome Cambridge as she comes and speaks to us today. Give Cambridge a hand.
Hello, I'm Cambridge. I just had a couple of things to say today. I recently began to get involved myself, and I kind of just wanted to share that experience as I wrote down some things. I guess it's just this past few months, really understanding who Mayor Bowser truly is. I know, and it's just confirmation that she's continuing to be complicit, right? And just not her, it's the Democrats, it's all of them, right? It's the Republicans, and it's the whole system. Yeah. So, you know, when we look at, we have evidence. When we look at television, right? We don't see any primetime specials. We don't see any journalism as far as the crime and the killing committed by MPD. We've said the names, right? We've said Jeffrey Price, right? Recently, Deon Kay, and Marquise Austin. We know the victims. And I think a lot of people keep voting for Democrats like Democrats gonna save them. Democrats not gonna save us. The Republicans not either. And the system not gonna save us.
That's right.
Right? So we're not gonna sit up here and expect the oppressor to save us. We're gonna have our own awakening. So recently, I've come into my awakening. I have a son, he's 12, right? And I realized that I can't liberate him. I can't teach him how to liberate himself. I can't say that I'm active in helping my people liberate themselves unless I get organized, unless I start getting involved with groups within my local community, right? And start doing the work. And making sure that groups that I am involved with are actually showing that through action, right? I've been looking at a lot of videos, y'all. A lot of really good videos, right? And it all focuses back on organizing. And I think like a lot of the times we're mobilizing, and I think that's great, but I think that's temporary. And I think that the only way that we're going to be able to see some change, if we continue to struggle with each other, if we join a group, we have Stop Police Terror DC out here, PSL, we have Freedom Fighters, we have Black Lives Matter DC. There are tons of organizations to get involved in. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to keep this movement going and finally bring the system to its knees. All right, thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Cambridge. Now, what you said about being organized